Hi, guys. You know what it is? It's the season of the pumpkin spice latte. And you know what that means? Halloween. Welcome in, everyone, to the podcast Strange Conversations. I'm your host, Joanne, and this is where we're going to be exploring the odd, unexpected, and the most of all, the most memorable conversations we have overheard, had, and will never forget. Today, our topic Halloween. Now, why, you might ask, am I thinking about Halloween? Well, because everything here has turned into decorations, Halloween, this, that, whatever. Pumpkin spice lattes are everywhere. I mean, people are losing their minds over pumpkin spice, which honestly, I get that you like it. Joe loves them. He loves the pumpkin spice coffee, guys. It's okay, but I mean, it's cinnamon, clove, allspice kind of thing. There's no pumpkin in it. I don't even know if pumpkin has a flavor, but whatever. I get it. I get it. But it is the season of the pumpkin spice latte. And it's the season where we all have to go buy a pumpkin because we better buy that pumpkin now because there's going to be a pumpkin shortage going on. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed this, but anywhere I have lived, from Michigan, Ohio, Indiana, Minnesota, to even here in New York, all I hear about as the season rolls in is about a pumpkin shortage. I don't think I've ever seen a time when there are no pumpkins anywhere. Okay. You guys tell me, have you guys ever noticed that they always talk about a pumpkin shortage? I can't handle it. I wait for the newscasters to say, "Oh my goodness, we've had a bad year of pumpkin harvest." When? When have we and why? People are not eating the pumpkins. I mean, there's only certain kind of pumpkins that you really can eat. The big ginormous ones are not used for cooking. Only the little pie pumpkins are. So, I really want to know, so we better all get our pumpkins now, FYI. It's also the season where we all head out to the apple orchards, not only to get our pumpkins, which they now grow, but to go pick apples. All of a sudden, we want to feel more connected to the earth, more connected to our foods. We want to take part in this thing called apple picking. And I'm not hating, guys. Joe and I went a couple of weekends ago on a Saturday, which every Saturday so far in New York this friggin' season has been raining nonstop. But we went up to an apple orchard, and I'm going to tell you, I liked it because I had some Applejack, which was a whiskey that's infused with apples. That was good, and it was strong. We just had Applejack straight. It wasn't straight; it was on ice, but there was no mixer. Yeah, it was strong. It was good. I think I might have to go back and go get some because, dang, that was tasty. But here's the thing. I want to talk about Halloween because it has become a thing. Like, it used to be that Thanksgiving was like the kickoff to the holiday season. I think we have moved it up a month and now it's Halloween that actually kicks off like the season of festivities. Everybody looks forward to Halloween. I mean, here in New York, I feel like it's even more amped up. And because we have the New York City, the holiday, the Halloween parade and everything, you walk the streets, so you see everything, and everybody takes like the festivities and the holidays just a little bit extra here in New York. So I kind of want to, talk about it a little bit and maybe get your perception. You guys leave me comments on what do you think about the season? Do you feel like it's moved up? I mean, now if you go into any store, you've got it's like almost all the holiday stuff from all the holidays are out at one time. It's not even Halloween, and we've got Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas decorations up. I think in about a month, we'll probably have New Year's decorations out at the stores, but they're all on the racks right now. You can walk into any Costco, Walmart, Target, and you're going to find something for every damn season. Swear to God. So I would say about 10 to 15 years ago, Halloween was pretty much kids get dressed up, go around, beg for candy. Okay, we all took part of it pretty much. You go and beg for candy. and stuff. That's what it was pretty much there. Now, I think that's like just about maybe, at least for me, maybe when people started taking Halloween to the next level. We personally threw a Halloween party, and it probably was about 15 some years ago where we threw one. And it was a costume party. Everybody had to get dressed up. And the reason why we did it is because I've always wanted to go to a Halloween party, like a real one, and dress up. Like just go for it. I wanted to go for the theme. And let me tell you, when I throw a party, guys, don't I don't say, "Oh, just show up, we're going to hang out and, put some music on." No, it's like it's down to the food is Halloween themed, the everything, the trays, everything has to be color coordinated. There was a bonfire in the backyard. We were doing everything we could possibly do for Halloween themed. The drinks were Halloween themed. It was insanity, for sure. But like I said, it's kind of turned into a like who's who of the best costume, the wittiest costume, the best party. People are now going to the clubs, the bars, everything. Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. And this whole holiday started around, its origins are from the Celtic tradition festival of Samhain. When people would light bonfires and wear costumes to ward off ghosts. That's what it started with. But we've taken it to the extra. We've taken it to the extra because now people are going to Halloween parties. And I don't even know what the costume is, but apparently it's witty enough. And if you were smart enough, you'd understand the costume. And if you didn't, well, I guess your IQ was low. So I'm sitting here thinking maybe my IQ is really low because I don't understand why he looks like masking tape and what you're wearing a mask and he looks like tape and I'm supposed to put those two together like you're masking tape. For real. We don't need to be witty. It's Halloween. Just dress up, have some fun. Let's not get cerebral. I don't feel like that's what it's supposed to be. If you do, you boo, but I'm not doing it. I mean, every culture, every country has pretty much something geared around this season or this theme. Like I said, Samhain, Celtic tradition, it's Irish and stuff. Mexico has Dia de los Muertos. I don't know if I said that right. I think that's how you say it, which I love because of all the sugar skulls and the decorations. They're so colorful and so over the top. I love that. Poland has something called Dzień Zaduzni. I know I butchered that, but they have something with that. Romania has the Day of Dracula, apparently. I Googled all this. Japan has Oban. Now that's like in a different season, like just before this, like in August. I don't know if that's because their seasons or whatever, but that is also, China has the Hungry Ghost Festival. Let me tell you, China's got some crazy stuff, but the Hungry Ghost Festival, let alone the name, that freaks me out. Like, I always feel like Japan and China can put out some of the most scariest like movies and stuff. I swear to God. I mean, all you have to do is watch any Japanese horror flick and you'll be like sleepless nights. Swear to God. Sleepless nights for real. Now, like I said, I live in New York City. We have a huge celebration here and for Halloween. It takes place in Greenwich Village. It's the Halloween Day Parade. Happens on Halloween Day, guys. No other day. It's a rain or shine. This year is actually marking the 50th anniversary of it. And anybody and everybody can participate. There's no entry fee. You just show up and dress up. Every year they have a theme. And this year's theme is upside down, inside out. And let me tell you, I have been to this parade a number of times. Last year we went, I tried to live stream it. It was a disaster for live streaming just because there's so many people. They all go down there to have a good time, and the costumes are over the top amazing. The parade itself, if you guys are in town and you're ready to brave the crowds, because I'm going to tell you, it's going to get crowded. Thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people are down there, just not only to watch, but to participate. The parade will go on between like 3 to 4 hours. That's how long it is. Um, and it's amazing. I would almost equate it to something as crazy as the ones that you might see in Mexico for the Day of the Dead. I swear to God, beautiful. You have dancing skeletons, you have giant people on. It's amazing. You just have to see it to understand what I mean. So, like I said, it's the 50th anniversary. And like this year's theme is the upside down, inside out. And the idea behind that theme is that our lives have been turned in upside down, and we are going to be coming from the inside to the out, after the whole pandemic thing. I don't know. Take it, go with it, figure out how you want to interpret it, I guess. But that's the theme. And everybody is like encouraged to dress according to the theme and stuff. Now, like I said, people go over the top on their costumes. They do it they take months to plan them and to create them. Just months. I am sure there are people that have been working on their costumes for this parade from the last parade. Like the last parade didn't even happen and they've been working on the costume. For real. You have to get out there and check it out. And I'll see if I have any video. I do have some video. I'll probably put it in here, right here, so you guys can kind of see it. Now, I was at the park and I was enjoying, the fall season, the nice cool weather, the beautiful sun, the leaves. I was just sitting down taking a break after one of my walk streams. And the reason why, like I said, I'm on this subject is because I overheard a kid talking with his mom or his nanny. I couldn't tell which, but they were talking about what his costume was going to be and if he was going to a party and going to carve a pumpkin and all of that wonderful stuff, which is where I came into the subject. And I started thinking like, okay, New York's got to be like in one of the top 10 for states that decorates for Halloween, right? You would think. I would think, because I don't think I've ever seen a state go this banana crazy. I lived in Minnesota and there was one city there that actually did go gangbusters for it, but it was like farther out and stuff. But it wasn't like as popular, put it that way. So I decided I'm going down the rabbit hole. As you all know, I go down the rabbit hole many, many times. So I went down the rabbit hole and started Googling. And this is what I found. Let me read this to you. New York State is actually not in the top 10. It is number 23 in the US for Halloween decorations. Now, I got this information from Google, and this is what they said. They said the number one state that decorates and does Halloween, which you'll never guess, which to me just kind of, I couldn't understand, but they said it's Utah. Utah? Like as in Salt Lake City, Utah? Like where the Mormon church is? I had to kind of laugh. I'm like, Utah. I think New Jersey came in like number 3, but New York was like way down the list. And I thought, wow. Minnesota was towards the bottom and stuff. So I just wanted to see where it fell. Now they said the top 10 decorations were as follows in this order, 1 through 10. And this is what the most people decorated their lawn, yard, house, whatever with. Number 1, skeletons. I get that. Number 2, pumpkins, of course, because everybody got their pumpkin spice lattes. And now, of course, we know that there is a pumpkin shortage. Number 3 is spider. Yeah, nobody likes the spider. Some people like spiders. I mean, I've seen actually a TikTok where somebody has like a spider and they make it look like it's talking, like it's a pet. It's bizarre. I don't know. Number 4 is the witch. Number 5, a bat. Bats can be scary. I told you guys maybe the story of when I had a bat in our screened-in porch in Minnesota, and I didn't know it was actually there until I saw it circling, like in the shadows, in the dark. And then I ran in the house and locked everybody out of the house because I didn't want the bat in the house. True story. Number 6 is a ghost. I actually thought that one would be higher, but it's number 6. Number 7, a tombstone. Okay. I remember we made tons of tombstones to put them out in front of our house because our neighbors were like holy rollers. And their children would tell us that because we decorated for Halloween, we were going straight to hell. And that was just me putting a pumpkin out on my step. So once that was said to my son and me, you know me, I went the extra mile. I went the extra mile, and that's when I started working and I started cutting wood and making tombstones and putting tons of stuff out in front. The front yard looked like a damn haunted house. Yeah, don't say stuff like that to me because I'll wig. I'll wig. Okay, number 8, animal skeleton. I've started to see those. We saw some of those on my walk, guys. That people had a little animal, a little puppy skeleton. Very odd. Number 9 is a black cat, and number 10 is corn stalks, which I get because if you are in the Midwest or anywhere near country where they have pumpkins, corn stalks are very plentiful. Now, they probably don't have corn stalks out there in like New Mexico and Arizona because you need water and there's no water out there. So, okay. So, the other stat that I saw said that approximately 82% of people will be decorating for Halloween this year. And on average, they're going to spend about $145 to do so. Okay, that's not terrible. I don't think that that number actually includes candy purchases. So I would say if you're going to add in the candy and all that stuff, you're going to be well over $200. That's just my opinion. But $145, that's not too bad. I know people who've gone way above that, especially here. Now, then, as I'm thinking about Halloween and Halloween parties, I know what we did. Like I said, I go the extra mile if I was going to put on a Halloween party, So then I started thinking playlist. You have to have music at a party, and then I started thinking of all the songs that we had on our playlist because you want it Halloween themed. You don't just want to have music; it's got to be good music, but Halloween themed, And as anybody, me, I Google stuff. I start looking and I'm like, yes. But do me a favor, guys. I want you guys to share your playlist too for your favorite Halloween songs because I want to know. But these were some of the top Halloween themed songs. Of course, number 1, everybody knows this one, The Monster Mash. We all know The Monster Mash. I guess it's by Bobby Boris Pickett and the Crypt Kickers. Is that a real name of a band? I don't know, but apparently it was. Psycho Killer from Talking Heads. I do like that one. I can't believe that was from 1977. Psycho Killer. God, that's like a long. People still play it. Superstition from Stevie Wonder. Somebody's Watching Me. Michael Jackson, of course. Thriller. Michael Jackson, of course. Zombie by the Cranberries. The Monster. Eminem. The Reaper. Blue Oyster Cult. That's a good one. The Reaper. Dead Man's Party is my all-time favorite Halloween themed song. I love that song. Dead Man's Party by Oingo Boingo. I love it. I think I like the name Oingo Boingo, but I do like Dead Man's Party. And then they also had Hell's Bells by AC/DC. Joe would like that because he loves everything AC/DC. But do me a favor, guys, add to the list. I want to know what your favorite Halloween theme songs are. I just think it's good. And plus, you guys know that I am going to be traveling. Joe and I are going to be traveling on our van life adventure journey next week, starting Thursday. We're going to be gone. So we're going to be gone over the Halloween weekend. We're not going to be here to cover the things. Oh my God. We're not going to be here to cover the Halloween Day Parade. We're going to be on the road. So we're going to need a playlist. Very Halloween themed. So send them all in so I can get that ready too. Now, I talked to you guys about decorations, all that kind of stuff, which state does the most, that it's kind of turned into something. But I also talked about that pumpkin shortage. And I wanted to look at, because I always find the pumpkin carvings to be some of the funniest things of the holiday. And here are the ones that I found that they gave me a chuckle or I liked and stuff. We've seen them all, and you can get the painted pumpkins at any craft store and probably any grocery store. Now they sell all different varieties. They have the little boo pumpkins, which are white, the pie pumpkins, the medium pumpkins, the jumbo pumpkins. You can go to the pumpkin patch and pay for them by pound, or you go to Walmart and you pay for them by each. The one when you go to pumpkin patch and pay for it by pound, yikes. I mean, you come home and a pumpkin costs you $50. That's a pumpkin, and you're going to cut it up. But I get it. It's for the experience. I get it. I get it. But here, guys, I want you guys to take a look at some of these pumpkins that I saw that I got online that I thought were funny. Okay, first one up. This one, a child figured this was the best way to keep the ants out of his pumpkin. He put scotch tape. He kept the ants out. Hey, the ants weren't coming in there. And then number two, a tire shop thought of this one. Now let me ask you guys, who hasn't been scared by that light on their dash? That tire light, man. Dang. Number three, the vomit pumpkin. I'm going to tell you guys, this is becoming more and more popular. I've seen them on a number of stoops here in the city. And hey, reutilize what's inside. Just make it come out. Hey, that's perfect for the inside out theme. I like that. Number four, an accountant must have thought of this one. Yes, inflation is always going up. I don't think I've ever saw inflation not go. It's called inflation for a reason. Always. I don't think it ever goes down. Nothing ever goes down in price. It always goes up, except for a paycheck. What the hell? Number five, this one's good. Number five, this is everyone's very first pumpkin carving. Guys, we're all like 2 and 3 years old, but we got to carve that pumpkin. It turns into a hole. We don't even know if the top is going to fit, but we're proud of that dang pumpkin. And I'd be proud of this pumpkin if it was mine too. Number six. Now, I'm not sure who this is supposed to be, but it looks kind of familiar. I think it's the coloring. I don't know. Maybe I don't know him, but maybe I do. Number seven, Baby Yoda. Grogu, anything for me, I'm in. Full. In full. I love Grogu. Number eight, come on, guys. It's a road trip. Who doesn't want to? This is cute as hell. The road trip one, I love. Number nine. Well, guys, everyone has a butt. Number 10. Now, this is funny. It's a 2-for-1 kind of pumpkin. 2-for-1. Well, you guys, I hope you enjoyed it. This is just a little talk about Halloween, how it's here. You guys, share what you're going to be for Halloween. Are you dressing up? Are you handing out candy? That's a little hard for us here in New York. I know when living in an apartment building, it's not the same. Halloween is different. They have like sign-up sheets in like the lobby sometimes for people who are going to be passing out candy. People go to different neighborhoods. That's always a thing where people go to certain neighborhoods because, that's the rich neighborhood. They give out good stuff. They give out good candy, like full bars. We were that house. We would give out a lot of candy. And then it got to the point of I just put out giant, massive bowls of candy and said, take whatever you want. And then I would refill it throughout the night. But we don't do the candy anymore because we live in an apartment. We're doing other things. I'm usually down at the parade. But let me know what you're doing for Halloween. How do you celebrate it? Do you celebrate it? If so, and why? But guys, have fun. No matter how or what you do, have fun. It's that time we get to just be silly. We get to dress up, have a hilarious time with our friends. Go carve a pumpkin. Go enjoy your pumpkin spice latte, or as other people call it, a PSL. If you ever see PSL anywhere, that's what it means. Maybe even eat some of that candy. Who knows? Who else? Somebody's got to eat it. Well, thank you guys for listening. And as I said, leave a comment. I love them. Until next time, keep having those strange conversations. This is Yo Ange. Happy Halloween.